Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll start streaming now.
Okay.
Go. Hello. How's everybody doing?
Almost ready.
All right, I am live now.
Okay. Not quite. There we go.
Like maybe.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the semifinals of the GCSL tournament. This, of course, Rome2 Siege tournament. And today, helping me commentate on the matchup today, we've got Ellington. Welcome.
How we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Hey man, I'm ready for this one. I'm really excited for this. Two really good teams going at it here.
Uh-oh.
You hear me?
Yeah, your mic's lagging a little bit, but...
Yeah, two really good teams going here.
Yeah, two really good teams. I mean, they have to be to make it to the semifinals. So in today's matchup, we have... So the two teams are Rising Kings, and we have Carpe Venum, which
Yes,
my Latin is not the best, but I'm pretty sure it means seize the wine.
It's a good choice of words.
Yeah, good name.
But yeah, I mean, Carpe Venum, my team personally, faced them in the first round, so I can attest to the fact that they are very good. You know, we were really excited for this tournament and knocked out round one. That was fun. It was great. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people from the last tournament were knocked out really early.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was really surprising.
But no, I can test that they were very good. They were very good. Rising King, I've seen a lot of the players play, and they are also really good. So I'm really excited for this matchup. I think it's going to be a good one. I am a big fan
Ellington,
of this map.
I think your mic is cutting in and out.
Hold on.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it's just cutting out in and out a little bit.
All right, sorry about that. See if I can fix that real quick.
No worries. It's still cutting out a bit.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I think that. All right. But no, and I'm a big fan of this map as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a map that, in a lot of ways, it's considered very defender heavy. But I think that there's a lot of different ways you can go at this. So it'll be interesting to see how the Rising Kings go about it in this first one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think I've seen an attacker win this yet, so I'm curious to see how this is going to play. So really quick, diving into the army comps, we'll start with Rising Kings here. So they are going at it with Epirus. Next up, we have Boei, and then we have the Arverni. So what are your thoughts on these armies?
Definitely, I think that they have gone for a really good infantry build here. Arverni's got very good infantry, and Boei's sword followers are very, very good.
Yeah.
And then with Epirus, you can bring the Royal Peltist units, and those are it's one of my favorite units. And I know Epirus looks like has 3 of them. So I think that's going to be interesting. I think that'll be interesting.
I think you're lagging out a little bit again.
What is going on?
It's like going in and out.
Here, just I don't know. Here.
Okay, no worries, no rush. Hey, the people can wait.
Let's try that. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Yeah, I just think that it'll be interesting to see how they play with the infantry.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Like that's my thing. Obviously, we can't see the defenders at the moment. Unfortunately, this is the attacker's perspective.
Yeah, well, we can see that they're bringing Tylus, they are bringing Galatia, and what is the third one?
Massilia is the third. So,
Oh,
yeah, Massilia's got the they got like the Gallic Hunter, like they can bring the mercenary Gallic Hunters, 3 of them. And then they kind of a quasi barbarian Greek faction.
yes. You were clacking there
Man,
again.
what is going on there?
I don't know what's going on. You were completely fine when we.
I don't know what's going on with it.
Is it your internet or is it a mic issue?
I think it might just be the internet thing. Sometimes when I'm streaming, it makes Discord go really weird, and I've never.
Oh, well,
Why?
do you want to use a different
Just,
communication?
I mean, is there a different Steam or something?
We could try Steam or TeamSpeak. I don't know if you have
Oh yeah, we could
TeamSpeak.
do TeamSpeak.
Okay. You want to do the second chord TeamSpeak?
Oh yeah, we can do that. That's the one that I'm already in. Right?
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Hold on, guys. Just having a little technical difficulty.
That's the one I'm in already, right?
Second chord TeamSpeak.
15.
1 second. Fine people. Fine Knights of Apollo.
I'm in now.
The hell? Oh.
User left your channel.
Uh-oh. Hello, Ellington?
I'm here. I'm here.
Ellington?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
here.
are. Do you want to do the second core?
Yeah, I'm in
TeamSpeak?
second core right now. Which channel?
Ellington?
Which
Oh,
channel?
there you are. All right.
You were moved.
All right, Ellington. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Ellington? Oh, that's right. Oh, push the talk on here. Push the mute. You are late. It's okay. We still love you. Thank you, Win.
Can you hear me?
Thank you, Nathan, for the $38.99. Can you hear me in here, Ellington?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
On Discord. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's stick with Discord for now. Let's try something else.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, Ellington.
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, maybe try talking a little bit now.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good so far.
Okay. I hope
Okay.
so. I've never got Discord does not like when I stream for some reason.
Oh, it's a streaming issue.
It just seems like sometimes when I stream, Discord just goes weird.
Does it work better in a channel? Maybe because we're in a private chat?
No, it's usually channel or chat.
Okay. Do
You want to try Steam?
Yeah, we could try Steam.
Yeah, let me get.
We're friends on Steam, right?
I don't think so, actually. Let me get my code. I'll send it to you here.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. I apologize. I know you guys can hear me okay, but he can't hear me okay. You send it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, accepted.
All right. And let me try a Steam call.
Steam.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, you sound good right now. It's just like every time we're about to start, you'll just like cut in and out.
Yeah, it's weird. What's going on?
Because I would. Okay. Let's see. How do I even? Let's see.
Yeah, the mic's fine on your end.
How
It's
do I
the
add you to a
connection on
call?
Steam.
I never
I
use.
don't even see you.
Send a voice request.
Yeah, try
There
that.
it is. All right. Where's the voice chat? Did you enter it?
No.
It says you ended the voice chat.
Hold on. I can't even find you.
Every time I send it to you, it says Ellington has ended voice chat. That's weird. Well, it just hates us, Ellington. That's all I have to say. It just
Here, I'm gonna try something.
one of those things. I swear, some of you guys are so impatient.
Here, try
and-
not. I sent you one.
Hello.
How about that?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. So I forgot that I have push to mute on. So I was pushing to talk and it's push to mute.
Yeah, I have a push to talk on. So that way you don't have to hear me talking to my chat.
All right. How about this? Can you hear me now? Everything sound okay?
I can.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
Yep. Cool. All right. I mean, so far it sounds good.
Okay, sweet.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
Discord
get
just
it.
hates you.
Discord's just weird. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But you ready to get this thing going?
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah. I got to get used to push to talk. Oh no.
Can you hear
If
me
you ever
right now?
hear me go, yeah, I can hear you right
Okay,
now.
perfect.
If you ever
36
hear me
people,
not say
yes.
anything, it's probably because I forgot to hit the push to talk.
Okay.
So.
It's like, Paulo.
Hey,
Hello.
wait. Oh, this is gonna get so confusing. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Is there a push to mute?
Yes, there is.
Because what it is, my push to talk is the same as the push to mute on my Discord. So I'm gonna think I muted myself, but really I'm not.
Yeah, there is a push to mute. If you go to your voice settings.
Yeah, I see it.
Sorry about that, guys. Apollo has his nights. What are we for you? What we call it?
Okay.
We call it the Dragon
Can you hear me?
Core, Ethan. Yeah, I hear you.
Let me see. Okay, good.
All right.
And then I'm gonna test. Okay, we're good. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Gotta love it. This has been far
Yeah,
more. This has been a far more entertaining start. Okay.
Dude, what's more of a battle, the Rome2 battle, or us trying to fight technical difficulties?
I don't know.
The
Because
hardship.
I mean, I feel like technical difficulties just go hand in hand with Rome.
That's true. It's very fitting. All right, let's do this. Okay, on 1, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
There we go. Battle
Yes.
time.
So I'm really actually
Okay.
surprised with where Epirus has put his ballista here. It's very, very exposed.
Yeah, where is that ballista?
It's right in front of the gate here, right there by Bowie Eye. But look at what they did with their towers. Look at what the attackers did with their towers. They guerrilla deployed that.
Yeah, I saw that before. I think I saw that in the last semifinals where they just pushed them up, and it's pretty smart because it's less of a push.
But not only that,
when you get your
look at the angles of where they set them up with their guerrilla troops. and look at what they shot. They set them up so the Scorpions on top of the tower shot the crew from the artillery on the walls.
Where's this?
Look at all their towers next to the walls.
Oh.
If you look at all of their towers, they're all set up with their Scorpions.
Yeah.
It's a super smart move. Super smart move.
Yes,
I do watch The Last Kingdom.
I always thought you had to have troops pushing up.
Mechanic
to
took
have the
Epirus.
Scorpion guys, but
Nope.
that's really smart.
Yeah.
That's thinking outside the box. I like that.
So it does mean that, like, even though he left his ballista very exposed right there, their artillery's gone now. So they can't shoot the ballista
They
anymore.
don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's a really good move. Really good move.
Yeah, someone in my chat was like, the towers are unorganized. No, actually, they're very organized.
Because you can see all
Big
of these
brain
towers.
tactics.
Yeah, all of these towers are facing in the direction of one of the artillery emplacements, so that they have
Yeah.
a straight shot to shoot the crew.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
You can only do it if you have guerrilla troops. So Arverni used their archers, the guerrilla archers, to move the towers and the
Right.
tortoises.
Yep, just moved everything.
Remind me of people
Look at
trying
that.
to do presentations
That's
on
pretty,
my
that's pretty,
Unizoom.
that's pretty awesome.
That is true, Philip.
All
That
right,
is
so
very
if
true.
you're just not joining the stream, guys, just want to remind you that it is Rising Kings attacking and Carpe Venum defending.
And now they're already getting on the tortoises here. Nice and quick.
Yeah, and Epirus is pushing up a tower pretty close with some Sam Knight warriors in there. And you got, Arverni moving up as well.
Yeah.
And so far, I don't really see a lot of defenders over here on the Arverni side.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. Usually you can kind of see stuff like that by now, and there's not really much.
So I'm sure a lot of people watching, they hear me say you got to defend the walls every time I upload a video of this. But I would say this is one of the maps that it's not terrible to give up these walls.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
the inner choke points.
I agree.
I
and
mean, I
also,
still wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was just saying, also, like, if you think of, like, how many tortoises are coming up, you're going to lose half of your wall anyways. So, like, there's really not going to be much of a wall to defend anymore.
Yeah, it's just going to be too much. Too many breaches in the wall.
Now we're starting to see defenders from Tylus.
Yeah, Tylus.
Right in this area.
That's been a fan favorite in this tournament.
Very, very...
Yeah.
They're very good, like good quality for their price. You know, the tribal warriors have 95 armor, so they can just tank pretty much anything you put against them.
Yeah, they're extremely good. That alone is why people pick Tylus as the tribal warriors.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, one of the rules, that we put in was the max 7 melee infantry, which did prevent people from doing one of the popular tactics with Tylus, which is pretty much all tribal warriors, which is disgusting.
OP. Yeah. It's a little broken.
Yeah, it's pretty yucky.
Epirus has pushed up some Samnite warriors far on from their point of view, the left flank. He's just kind of holding them there.
Mm-hmm.
So they are pushing a bit out of that inner little round ball area, this whole round looking area.
I always call it
so
the
they're
thrust, and it always sounds very awkward when I say it.
Yeah. And we also have artillery firing as well into the center. So
I know that
it's Massaicily.
I know that in your stream with Joe, you guys talked about this center area where that little temple is just being that's where everybody puts their troops. And so you could see that Epirus has been firing into that area and gotten some kills there. He's gotten some kills in that center area by the temple.
Yeah, because it's a good place. It's nice and open, so a lot of people naturally put a lot of reserves there. So it's a good target for artillery.
Who is attacking? The attackers are Rising Kings, and the defenders are Carpe Venum.
And they just
the tribal warriors
annihilated the walls really chewed up, and no commitment yet.
Melee attack of
into
30,
the
so not
breach.
great. Yeah, I think they're waiting. What I do like here is that Arverni is supporting his attack. You know, I hate watching people put in 1 or 2 units into a breach, and then that unit just gets annihilated by the defenders. But you can see that Arverni here is ready. Like, he's got all of his troops ready to move into that breach.
Yeah, that's one thing we saw actually in the last semifinal is you got to make sure you have troops ready to move in when the time is right, because opportunities
Yep, Rising Kings.
At a moment's notice. You got to be able to take, seize the wine, so to speak.
Seize the wine.
Seize the day, take advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's good to see that.
Got a big Massilia presence in the back here. Notice that?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be more of the support army in this matchup here.
That's probably a good idea.
I don't know.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's probably a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, I always like to have one player be as a reserve, kind of support both flanks, kind of thing. Just a heads up though, and I want to let the chat know, Steam voice is a little delayed, so we're gonna probably be talking over each other every once in a while. So yeah, it's not like we're trying to be rude. It's just how Steam is.
Gosh, Apollo, shut up. This is God.
Yeah, stop talking over him. You're terrible.
That's all right. I know there's somebody in your stream that's gonna be like, dude, can this guy shut up so Apollo can do his stream?
Oh, you know it. It's so rude.
I saw
People
somebody
are so
did
rude.
that in Joe's, and I was like, shut up.
Sally out. Yeah, we got Celtic Warriors who sallied out against these Levy Freemen, trying to defend the gate. It's kind of a weird. Well, I mean, do you think it's worth it?
So I like the idea of kicking the Levy Freeman off, but Epirus did the exact right move. He was like, that's one thing that like people will send up like the siege ram with a unit all by itself to go up there, and it's all by itself, and it's usually a cheap, crappy unit, right? So defenders are like, well, I'm just gonna go kill it. But Epirus was really smart here and had units right there and said, hey, if you're gonna come out, that's fine, but we're here, we're ready for it, So nicely done by Epirus with his thorough spears.
For sure. And now Arverni
Joe,
is pushing in infantry, taking on the Celtic Warriors of Tylus. More and more Arverni troops are coming in, and we also have a flank.
Got Chosen Swords and Celtic
not
Warriors.
Not quite charging in. Over on the right flank, where Galatia is ready to hold. They're kind of holding back their troops there.
Look at that, going for some of the back Galatian legionaries with the Celtic bows here.
Yeah.
Nice shots there. Celtic bows aren't usually the best just because they only have 125 range, but if you can get them in this area where there's nothing countering them, they can do plenty of damage.
Oh yeah, and after going after Barbarian faction is perfect. You don't need the deadliest of archers to kill barbarians.
No.
Let's go! And here comes a charge to Levy Freeman and the rest of the Arverni army pushing very aggressively to start taking the settlement.
I like the idea of putting the Levy Freeman first.
Yeah, I mean, they could absorb some Javies, They also
look
have
at that
Javies
artillery fire going in there, boys. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Getting those Levy Freemen in there, taking the Javi shots, but then what I would have done here after the Levy Freeman kind of took the brunt of that, I'd just pull them out at this point. Your chosen swords are not being able to get the priority of the combat anymore. So I think at this point they really should just take these Levy Freemen and take them out of the combat.
Yeah, use them for another time.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people have the mentality of just being like, oh, it's a crap unit. Who cares? Let them fight it out and die. It's like, well, yeah, they're not the best, but you can use them on the flanks. They could absorb archer ammo.
Units are units,
Yeah.
In the end, the name of the game is kills. So if you let a unit die just to die, that's going to count towards the end of the game.
Right.
And I'm amazed. They actually, they are already through this gate area. Look at that.
Yeah, they just as soon as they started, pouring in troops, it seems like they basically
Tribal Warriors
took
are
it.
740. Cheap.
Really,
cheap.
Tylus over on the left flank is what's left holding this kind of outer wall area, but the rest have kind of fallen into the choke points.
Yeah.
And this is the classic retreat pattern here. You've got 1, 2, 3 choke points of the inner streets, and they're going to try to hold there.
Yeah, this area is really good for the defenders because of that open plaza. They have such good archer angles from there. It's really hard for the attackers. Yeah, it's really hard for the attackers to get into this area and set up archers because the defenders are sitting right there waiting for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trap. It's a kill zone. It's just you
Crippling my sleeping schedule for this stream.
What can you do?
Thank you so much, Chatty. Thank you.
You can't do anything other than you're gonna have to, go through the meat grinder,
yeah,
and hopefully you come out on top.
Yep,
but
you just have to tank it. Oh, hey, look behind Epirus. Massilian Cav back behind Epirus here.
Oh yeah. So what is that? That is just Massilian Cav.
Yep.
So it's a medium melee Cav, and I don't know if they see them. They appeared for a second. Now they're disappearing. Maybe they got away without being caught, and we might have an opportunity because I'm not seeing Epirus or the Arverni shift anything over there to deal with that. Some Thorough Spears, actually. Thorough Spears are facing the Cav, so
okay, yeah, so they see it.
They did see it.
I'm kind of surprised Arverni didn't adjust his heavy horse for it.
I really wish they added. I wish it was more difficult to spot
Chosen
units
Sword
like that in this game, because I feel like setting up an ambush is almost
Celtic
impossible.
Warriors.
In Rome 2.
Yeah. One thing I do like about this map, unfortunately not in that area, but there are actually quite a bit of forests on this map that you can use to kind of hide around. That's one thing I don't like. Like Athens has a ton of trees around the map, but none of them, you can't hide in any of them. None. And so it's kind of, it sucks. Like, you can't hide anything.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I wish they had, like, scouting units,
Yeah,
units
some of that
are
stuff
like,
would be cool.
Yeah. But if we look over here with Epirus and a little bit of Boii kind of pushing in as well, they're starting to clean up Tylus. They got some Celtic warriors that are breaking, but Tylus still trying to fight for that breach point. And Epirus, if you look further down the wall, they're pushing up another siege tower.
More Samnite Warrior, or is it the same Samnite Warrior?
I think it's the same one because I don't think they haven't commit over there. But
I think he traded towers.
Yeah.
Because the tower's at 94% fire damage. The one that he was on, I think he traded towers.
Yeah, if he takes this wall, that would be a big concern for the defenders because that's a whole nother position they're going to have to hold. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, they're definitely threatening, which has made Tylus and Massilia have to kind of think about, like, oh, wait, there's a unit over here. Wait,
Yeah, spread out the defenders a little bit.
Sometimes just the threat of a unit is enough,
Yeah, so if you guys are just now joining the stream, this is the matchup between Rising Kings and Carpe Venum. I'm never going to get the name right. But this is the Rising Kings are attacking.
1 a.m.
Carpe is defending.
Bane, yes you did. Yes you did, Bane. But we had fun, man.
So we've got Galatian Legionaries and Tribal Warriors trying to hold back that center position. They're doing pretty well, but this is just a battle of attrition in the center here. It's going to come down to who's barely going to come out on top. Now, do you think the defenders are going to go all in here, or do you expect them to fall back?
To be honest with you, I like this spot as a defender. With me, like, if I see the attackers all set up in this area, I'm okay with it because of that center plaza. Once again, that center plaza is so controlling here. Where Tylus has, his tribal warriors, and you see the Massilian Celtic warriors. This area is so good for controlling. And the defenders have the infantry. Galatian Legionaries are excellent in combat. So it's going to be an interesting thing. I think it's going to come down to the angles for the attackers. They're going to have to get to the sides of of this center area. They need to get archer power into the sides of that center mass.
Yeah.
1 a.m. in
And I think
Lisbon.
that's
Wow.
That's why it's so important for the defenders to
Thank you
keep
so
those
much for
walls
coming,
clean
guys. We're at
on the
42
sides.
people.
Like, prevent any attacking archers up on these walls, because that's going to give them great opportunity to fire down to the flanks of the center.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Now, you can see that Epirus is having a lot of trouble with Tylus on that side. Those tribal warriors are just grinding him out.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, they're probably going to have to send more.
Yeah, I kind of wish at this point that Epirus maybe committed a Royal Peltist into that. Because what he's sending in, these Illyrian levies and the Italian swords, are not going to beat the tribal warriors. And if you can control the archer battle, you can get your elites into that combat and eat through those tribal warriors. They might fall back because of the artillery. They might.
I think sometimes players are a little hesitant to send in elites, which makes sense. They want to save it for the late game. But sometimes if there's an opportunity to get through a breach point or a position, a defensive position with an elite unit, you should probably always take it.
I agree. I definitely think that, especially if you have the archer advantage, if you have kicked off the enemy archers, there's nothing stopping you from putting an elite in. Like, throw them in there. But I think they're a little worried about, like, the Syrian archers from Galatia, maybe.
Yeah, that could be it. They could be afraid to move up some good units to get pelted down by archers. And that's what makes sieges so challenging, is that there's just like a million scenarios that could happen that you have to keep up with.
We've got some people from Portugal. 3 a.m. in Romania.
And I wish there was like an easy, like, just do this in a siege battle and you're going to win. But it all depends. There's so many different scenarios.
It's all situational, It depends on where they're attacking. It depends on the factions, the players, there's too many variables to say this is how you do it,
Yeah.
But that artillery, have you checked its kills?
No, let me go see. Ooh, 205.
Yeah, crazy amount. They've done very well with that.
Yeah, I think maybe they were feeling a little too safe in that open courtyard area. They probably should have kept some units behind some buildings.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
I think the attackers are feeling good right now, to be honest with you. Like, this attack looks good. The one place I'm concerned is Tylus, but like, Boii and Arverni are just chewing through this defense.
Yeah, Tylus is starting to thin out.
Anyone here know how to install Total War mods
tribal warriors on the ground? But
I'm
up
not
top
sure.
as well. You see how the
issue
archers
though
of Epirus is firing at the backs of those tribal warriors on the wall. Yeah, it's
good
helping
shot.
them a ton. Yeah,
good shot.
Samnite warriors are good too, so they should break through there. They keep it up.
It's kind of interesting because, like, you have tank versus tank. You have two units with 95 armor going at it on the walls.
Yeah, it's just a slugfest. And so far, tribal warriors have more kills, but let's see, how many units are left? How many men? 97 versus
62. So the Samnites are getting the better out of that.
Well, the archer, I think it's the Cretan archers that were firing on them. They're holding fire now.
Well, look, they've got a tribal warrior coming out of the breach there. Oh, now he's going back. Now he's going back.
He's like, no.
I'm gonna get. Oh shit! No, I'm not. Live to fight another day. Did Epirus bring Thracians? I do not believe so.
Yeah, that was a gutsy move. I'm surprised Epirus didn't send another tower into this wall. You see where the Samnite warriors are fighting the tribal warriors? He could have just sent even just a crappy unit. Just grab this tower and then push and get behind the tribal warriors that are holding your Samnite warriors.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely could have gotten through that a little faster. The one concern I would have would be archer fire from that plaza, but like it's a pretty long shot there. But like you said, if it's a cheap unit, like if it helps you break that tribal faster, then do it.
Yeah. And that's the kind of mindset you gotta have in Total War, in any Total War really. is that if there's an opportunity to kill a really expensive unit, go for it. Again, it's all situational. It depends on what's going on. But if you have a really cheap unit that could flank around and kill a really elite unit, you should probably go for it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah, you can see that archer fire is coming in. That already still has ammo.
Wow, no way.
He's still shooting.
See, patience is another important trait to have in good players.
Look at this.
Because,
so everybody,
they could have easily have just
all the attackers
unloaded
are
all of their
right
shots
into this
beginning,
area.
But they're waiting for them to group up, and that's what they're doing right there. Now they're opening fire again.
Something that I like that the attackers are doing here is they're pacing themselves as three separate factions. You don't see one team getting way out of ahead of the others, which helps you prevent getting singled out.
Absolutely.
You can see they're all kind of. You can draw a line, and say you'd see there's nothing behind that line. You know what I mean? And it's or in front of that line, whatever.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, teamwork is so important in sieges. You gotta be on the same page.
Macedon can as well.
Like you said, you can get singled out and focused down and dead.
Absolutely, and dead. D-E.
And dead.
I can never remember what movie that's from, but it's from some D dead.
I don't know. I don't know.
I want to say it's The Ringer, but I don't know.
The Ringer? Oh god.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes, I have.
You broke my CD.
A long time ago.
You picked it up and you broke it.
Yeah, it was jeez, that's an old one. It's an old movie.
Yes. You can see the attackers have definitely
Army's
slowed down.
The attackers are looking really good, especially the Arverni. Like, look at that cluster there he's got. And on the defending side, again, maybe it's because some units are hidden. I can't see them. But Galatia and Pilot, it's only Massilia that has the most.
We haven't seen that Massilian Cav in a while. It never went and did anything, did it?
No, but that's probably what he needs to do. That's what I like
this
to do when I
is
send out
Tarsus,
Cav and he gets spotted.
Tarsus.
They'll forget. They always forget.
They always forget.
They always forget. Okay, not always. Good players always keep a little mental note of like, all right, there's Cav behind me, and they'll probably. That's what you got to do. The mini map is so important.
I think Empress accidentally got archers in combat.
Oh no!
He went running them away. He didn't lose much, but they only have 97 kills, so I'm pretty sure they still have ammo. Yeah, it's Tarsus,
well, I'm
Pedro.
sure they're saving their ammo for late game.
In this map, you have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With all those choke points. And Boei is now committing infantry to take on the defense of the Galatian legionaries in the center.
Yeah. Do they have any Oathsworn in there? Doesn't look like it. Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm kind of surprised that he has this many units going in, though. Like, if you really think about it,
it is a lot.
2 of these units aren't really doing anything, and yet they're kind of exhausting themselves when they're not in combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost, I would say only like, 20% of the huge group there is in combat?
Oh, yeah. Very, very little.
Yeah, so it's kind of a waste.
Yeah, I would take 2 of those units and I would just kind of set them up behind or something.
Yeah. Because they're getting tired, they're getting tired. But they're pushing. It looks like Glacia is reforming. They're sending up more troops to hold the center.
I think they don't have enough time. I mean, it'll be interesting. We're at 21 minutes here.
233.
On which one?
The ballista.
233 now? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I wonder...
So they...
It's out. It's got to be out of ammo. He's not... He has 1 rock loaded. He has 1 rock loaded, so he has 1 shot left on that ballista.
Okay. Well, hopefully
with all those choke points.
Might as well use it now. Look at Masasile. That would be
there's some nice targets there.
But thorax
Really good
swords are
targets.
getting pushed up to the front.
Celtic
Things are getting
warriors,
juicy
thorax,
over in the
thorax,
center.
and Celtic. Some more thorax.
Epirus is pushing down the
swords.
road over on his flank. Tribal warriors
Lyrian
holding him off.
levies. Yep. And then another that tower with the Samnites is pushing again.
Oh.
This might be the
another
time he
tower.
finally lands. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's nothing up here defending the wall,
Mm.
so he could take it.
And the closest unit is a Celtic warrior, and those Samnites will just eat right through that.
Yeah, there's no match
You were
for them.
thinking Robin Hoodman. Is that where that comes from, Andrew?
It might be time to fall back.
I think if you're going to do it, now is the time. But
Yeah.
man, this is the time you make that decision, because it's basically, if you don't do it now, you are here, and you're not going anywhere. This, like, you know, if basically, if you don't leave here now, the game ends in this spot, win or loss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're putting it all in the, you're going all in, basically.
Yes.
this
And I
area.
don't know if they've got the infantry to keep going all in here.
Where's the defender's archers? I mean, I haven't really seen too much from them. He's got some mercenary Syrian archers opening fire, but
I think one of the reasons
have
is that Massilia's Gallic hunters have the snipe ability, so like they could be completely invisible and still shoot. So because
okay.
because we're looking from the attacker's angle, we wouldn't be able to see them all the time.
that's
That
true.
might be why. But I would agree. Like, I'm like,
that is
where
a good
are
point.
the archers?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, I mean, I'm not, it's not that the defenders are doing terrible. It just seems like the attackers are kind of controlling the battlefield or the
I
siege
agree.
right now.
I agree. Now, I think the defenders did, like, this looks very similar to, like, if I was defending this spot. This is similar to what I would do. So, like, I'm happy to see, like, this is a nice defense. This is a really good battle so far.
Yeah, it's been a bloody one for sure. It's been.
Archers are going to get them.
I
The
mean,
defenders
it
shouldn't
seems
push
like,
too many in.
I feel like the defenders
I would agree.
are going all in here.
I think at this point, defenders
I
should
mean, they've
move.
committed more thorax swordsmen.
Yeah, I think this is all or nothing right now in this spot. Defenders are saying we are
Yeah.
not leaving here.
Yeah, we're not falling back.
Yeah. Which is an interesting choice, because I'm not sure that they're winning this this infantry combat right now.
Well, maybe they got something up their sleeves. Maybe they've got a lot of archers in reserve. They're going to push them up and, I mean, go after the barbarian infantry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean-
there's some options still out there.
Yeah.
I think one.
And I understand.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I understand why they're still holding the streets on the flanks too. It's just a small choke point, you know. It's
Sam Knights for
Glacia's
Sam.
holding off
Knights
our
for
Verni
Sam.
over there, and Tylus has thrown in his general
Ooh,
now.
but look at that, guys! Celtic slingers up onto the.
I don't know if
Sam
that's
Knight
it's
warriors.
a sign of. Oh well. Oh, hold that thought. They're falling back.
Yep. There they are.
Okay, so they're not going all in. They are going to fall back with a healthy number of troops.
Look here, he's just getting. Oh god.
Vasilia still has a lot of troops way in the back there.
So
but
the Sam
seeing
Knight
Tylus
warriors
is-
just landed,
Oh, did they?
and they're getting just annihilated by slingers and archers.
Oh,
We found the Gallic hunters.
There's that archery. Yeah, there they are.
I think one thing that is going to hurt the defenders right now is honestly lack of elites. Galatia has no elite unit. Basilia has no elite unit, so their only elites come from Tylus. And with the attackers, all three of them can bring elites. You have two different factions that can bring Oathsworn, and one faction that can bring the Royal Peltist. So that's going to be interesting how that plays out, because even though the mid-tier infantry for the defenders is better, the question is going to be, can they take down the elites?
Yeah, so, you know, Galatia, what makes them so good, like you were saying, they don't have, I mean, they've got the Galatian, what is it? The Galatian
Legionary,
Legionaries.
yep.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not like god tier.
Oh,
but
Basilia's going
they
to lose
rely
his
on numbers.
Scorpion. He's moving along the wall here. Arverni's got his cav right there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Oh no.
That's painful. He needs to run that crew away or something.
Why have the Scorpion up there?
I mean, I don't think the Scorpion has 15 kills. That's it. He's not getting it out of there. He's not getting it out.
He's trying to save it. It's just too slow.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the Scorpion should have been one of the first units to fall back.
I agree. I completely agree with that. I love the idea of the Scorpion. There's a lot of really nice places to use it in the city, but he needed to get it out of there. And I think he's going to now, but he might sacrifice a unit to do so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least he's getting it out.
That pull-out game, though.
Yeah. A little too late. But yeah, as I was saying about Glacia, they kind of rely on numbers. You know, you don't have a lot of elites, but you have a lot of middle
Warriors,
ground, you know, or middle
Peltist,
tier that you can bring to the
Archers,
table. But
if you're going to
bring a lot of troops,
DeLuise said
you
it
gotta
during,
like.
oh, you're right. You're
away.
absolutely right.
You know, like
Thank you.
You're gonna take some heavy losses, but
you can always chevron the
away
units to match the
elites.
elites at a cheaper cost.
But so far,
yeah,
I
mean, you
don't
can.
think they've done enough chipping away.
I agree.
I feel like yeah.
I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just agreeing.
Oh no, it's this Steam thing, and yeah, no.
Not really, but
can
can get close
me,
most
right?
of the time.
That's
You'd
fine.
have to pass them. And
Wait, I just want a moment where I say something. You're like, I wholeheartedly
wrong.
disagree.
no, but you know, you've been like, you're completely right. You know, their infantry, their mid-tier infantry is very good, very good. The Galatian legionaries are just disgusting. Got the heavy horse from Arverni moving around.
Oh yeah, I see that. I don't like that spot where they stopped at.
There's a lot of angles to it, you know. There's a lot of places you have to defend now.
Yeah, usually you see players go a little bit further back in that little like stair area near the temple, because there's 3 choke points over there. Over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I could even see doing
somewhere around there.
Something here and here.
And
I could even see
Galatia's
something in the middle where the Massilian Celtic warriors are. Like, even that's a solid spot to like start a defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Those Celtic slingers have a really nice angle. Bowie Eye is just pushing in, man.
Yeah, like it's almost like where are they getting these troops? Because all I've seen.
I'm not gonna lie, Andrew. I
fight through
love
the
that
center.
movie. It is so
They keep
freaking
going at
good. Galatian swords, thorax swords, and then Galatia's like almost out of infantry. Like, I think that's all of his infantry engaged right there.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign.
No, that's a little rough. Defenders are getting very low here.
Tylus is also running out of infantry. Their general was in combat not too long ago. They have 83 kills. Those Oathsworn. Now we got a little bit of a cav battle here. Galatia sending in their general. This is risky.
Look at that. Galatia and our heavy horse from Arverni. Oh, and the Peltis fire from the Royal Peltis. Oh.
Yep.
Capture point is
I
right
would fire
back
everything
here.
I could over here, even if I killed my own cav. Take out that general.
No, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And they've got a lot of firepower there. You got the Gallic Hunters, you got the Cretan Archers. Like, a ton of stuff that you can throw into that general. Royal Peltis here, 48 kills
I
already.
just don't understand, like, what was the point of charging in your general there? Like, what were you going for?
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Like, I understand going for the heavy horse, but the infantry was right there ready to support it.
Yeah. And Cav is only scary if you're not paying attention. If you have all of your corners protected, Cav has a tough time breaking through. And now Massilia is sending up some Celtic warriors.
Yeah, that's true. But for team price, it would be
It's like
a little
they
weaker.
don't want to give up this little morale booster point over here.
Right. I mean, it could be that they're just trying to keep them bottlenecked right there. That might be, like maybe they decided to go for the sacrifice or the possible sacrifice of the gen just to keep those units in that tight little area, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just they don't want to give up too much ground, and I mean now it's really honestly down to Massilia to win this one.
Yeah. And I don't think that's the faction we want to be down to win.
Yeah. Massilia, I mean, I've seen them a lot in the tournament, and the reason you're seeing these like mid-tier factions is because of the banning and picking phase, which I love. You know, it makes it way more interesting. But yeah, honestly, I would have kept Tylus for the end.
I think I agree with that. Yeah, I was really happy that we made that adjustment on the ban and picking. I just think that the ability to, you have that ability to kind of like strategize on who you want in the battle and who you don't want in the battle. And I really liked that aspect of, adding a little more of a little like, it allows these like kind of more obscure, less seen factions. Oh, hey, Massilian Cavs moving in the back.
Oh, okay.
Is he just gonna? I'm gonna kill that damn artillery.
It's a moral victory, as I like to call it. It helps you in no way, but at least you get to kill those jerks who killed 233 of your men.
Yes, if they break that, they will completely surround Massilia.
So instead, he's just gonna have a conversation with them.
Hey, we hate you.
Good shooting, but we hate you. Yeah.
I kind of respect the defenders here for not just like, well, shit, I guess we're gonna go all the way to the back. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have respect. He was meant for this. Hey, Mango, what's going on, buddy?
Give up and fall back.
Hey, I have
a friend.
That quote.
Yeah,
it's from Mennonites.
Like, hey, man, like we should probably fall back, and it's just the classic, never. Like no fun. I'm like, oh, you crazy bastard.
I was talking to
Disclaimable
from Disclaimable's Galatia. The Galatian player, and he was telling me, he's like, we die or we stand where we spawn, we don't fall back.
yeah.
Look at the flank by the Oathsworn. Tylus is Oathsworn flanking around by Epirus here.
Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Wow, look at that. Going after the Royal Peltis.
Although,
risky.
Now look at Arverni's gen.
Oh yeah,
I think he was thinking. Yeah, he's going to go in and counter flank it if he can.
Yeah. Also, Galatia's generals getting involved here. This is we got 4 generals ready to kill each other right here.
Come and fight me!
Crazy.
Never.
Yeah, the issue though with that flank with the Oathsworn is he's kind of stuck there now.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck.
Yeah. It's a suicide mission. I think Tylus is okay with that because it looks like Tylus is only down to some Thracian Peltis and slingers, so it's not a big deal.
I'm surprised Arverni is letting the Oathsworn get flanked by the archer unit. Or not Arverni, Galatia. Galatia's general is right there. It just let this archer come off the walls and flank the general.
Well, I think the arrow tower is giving him a tough time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He doesn't want to lose his general yet because maybe he still has a good force that could, still hold a little bit. The loss of a general would break the morale, but there he goes. He's committing now.
That Oathsworn gen is 192 kills.
Oh,
yeah, he's doing very well.
Oathsworn. They're nasty.
These thorax swords are just holding back this like flood. I mean, it's not a flood anymore, but they still have the chosen sword sitting there.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of a lull here. Like, I think the attackers are like, okay, we're gonna focus in one place now.
Yeah. I think it's getting a little.
Cav in the back of the attackers, not one mention.
For the Cav.
I've talked about the Cav.
Infantry's starting to die off. There's more flanks open, so I think
that's all the
they're
Cav.
Kind of taking a little slow here, making sure they don't, leave a flank open and Cav come around and kill them. But the Oathsworn are now surrounded.
Cav is in the city now. The Massilian Cav.
Oh, is it?
It's next to the gate now. I think he's going to sneak past the chosen sword. because he got real skinny right there. Now he's just getting jabbied.
No. He's getting shot by the arrow towers too.
That's painful. Very painful.
Yeah, you got to keep moving.
Yeah, I think he must have been microwaving or something, but oh
Yeah,
God.
probably.
Oh no.
Bowie looks like he's about to commit his general. Another unit of Oathsworn.
Where is
Oh, there they go. Hey,
right
the cab. The cab.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, right side.
No, you're good.
I wish we could I wish I could see like your camera in the sky or something,
Right.
where I know where you are. But yeah, he charges Cav.
He's got in the archers here. 82 kills already on him. But they are just getting annihilated.
I think he could have gotten a lot more out of this Cav, but
yeah,
at least they got something.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than like, I'm gonna bring Cav just in case I need Cav, and then your Cav does nothing. It hurts.
Yeah.
Because you're like, man, I just wasted money on that thing that did nothing.
Yeah, for sure. And
Got a
not
fallback
only
from the
did
defenders
he
here.
lose that Cav, it also gives the attackers peace of mind. Like, there's that
Oh,
Cav's
you're good,
gone.
Tat.
We don't have
No
to worry
big
about
deal,
it
man.
anymore. So that's another reason why to just hang on to that Cav. Hey, by the way, the I guess from the attackers' point of view, left flank, they are pushing up. The attackers are pushing up.
Oof. Yep. The Galatian gen Arverni gen. Sorry, Arverni and Epirus gen and all that.
Right.
Defenders are trying to
the
make it
balance of
back.
power- yeah, they are. The balance of power is not looking great. It's looking like the only way for the
Massilia did
defenders
lose
to
their
win
gen.
this one is for the Scorpion they have fallen back to just go machine gun mode and kill, half of what's left of the forces. The Bowie General still taking on the Celtic Warriors.
Remember, guys, we have got
So-
Carpe Venum versus Rising Kings here. Rising Kings attacking with Carpe Venum on defense here.
The center's being
fallback.
cleaned up. Yeah. This is the desperate last stand, and most likely this will be a Rising Kings victory. But
That's what it looks
Fat
like.
Lady isn't singing yet,
Fat Lady's
so I don't
not
want
singing.
to. I don't want to assume anything here.
Yeah,
So
I
what
just
do they-
don't think the defenders have much left. It's pretty much all Massilia here.
Yep, and like we were saying, the lack of elites. I mean, if you're gonna try to come back at the very end of a battle, you gotta have like that elite unit that can hold off thousands.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Massilia doesn't have that.
No. Their best hoplite unit is the Massilian hoplite, which is solid, but the issue with hoplites is they don't usually kill very many. But their best infantry unit they have is the Thorax, which is considered... I mean, it's kind of like the baseline infantry. Like, it's like everything else in the game is judged off of this.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Arverni is going to push the left side while the other two, Epirus and Bowie, are going to push the center.
They're capturing the little morale points as well, which will add up. Man, what a bloody battle, though. Just a slugfest out in that courtyard.
Yes, sir. Yep. Definitely been fun, though. I've really enjoyed this one. Like, just two good teams duking it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Thorax Swordsman. 2 units
it.
of Thorax Swordsman. Is that all they have?
I think that's it, man. Like, there's a couple
That's
archer
game, then.
units here, but like, I don't know what else you do. Like, their
That's game
Scorpion's
because-
not set up yet.
Yeah, and there's really nowhere to set up the Scorpion. I mean,
Not
there's
anywhere
not a
good,
good
I would
angle
say,
anywhere.
No.
Yeah. And they've got a flank wide open on that back area.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see them winning. So I might just call it here. I think I'm gonna hit the buzzer and say Rising Kings has won this round.
Yep, that's what it
but
looks
you never
like.
know.
Oh no, there it
I mean,
is,
both-
right there. Army losses.
Oh yeah, yep. And the loss of the morale points.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say Bowie being MVP of this match. I think Bowie did a great job of spearheading the attack and slicing
Absolutely.
through the defenses. What do you think, Carpe Venum, if that's even right? What do you think they could have done a little better here to win this one?
I think maybe finding some a little better angles to use some of their archers. You know, trying to focus down those elite units when they were engaged. You know, like if you can't beat the elite unit, I'd say just don't engage it. You know what I mean? Expose it, get it into a kill box or something. I think there's a couple different ways you could play that. I think they maybe should have fell back a little bit sooner than they did, and probably a little farther than they did. You know,
Yeah.
they fell back a little bit more than that big plaza that they stopped at. I think that they might have been able to pull it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Chatty, thanks so much, buddy. We'll see you later. You have a good one.
I agree with that. I also think
Scorpion
honestly,
is still
by
around.
just faction selection, they kind of lost. Because
I think it
the
broke.
type of factions they had rely a lot on like flanking. You know, if you're gonna beat an elite unit and you have those factions that are middle, they have a lot of mid-tier units, you got to rely on numbers and flanking. And this map does not give you that opportunity too often. So I think it's almost as if they just had another faction that had, you know, really good holding the line type units, they could have won here. But yeah, it's just it was just, nonetheless a great fight.
Yeah. I think that like bringing the Massilia, the downside to it, it needs something to kind of back it up with some punch, you know. And I think that's where they really missed those elites. They had the Oathsworn from Tylus, but that was it. So now Massilia is kind of exposed in the fact that it just doesn't have that killing power. I was actually really surprised to see Epirus here with the most kills.
Yeah. Where did it come from? The Royal Peltus, one getting 350 kills. And the archers doing pretty good. And of course the ballista.
230. Nobody's upset with 230. You know what I mean? Especially like the fixed ballista is only 700 something gold, so it's really not that much of a like financial
for sure.
thing, you know.
Yeah. 700 gold and you killed 234. Yeah, definitely worth it. And then over on the defending side, Tylus, no surprise there, getting the most kills. Those tribal warriors, I mean, look at them. Almost all of them have over 100 kills.
Joe, what's
Some
up,
of them
buddy?
very close to 200
Welcome back,
kills.
buddy. Thanks so much, Amir. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this very, very nicely done. That at 285 on the Oathsworn, really well done there. And then, I mean, you could just see the tribals just really tearing it up.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hide my screen here so they can't see all the replays.
I name all my replays like ridiculous things, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let me get mine.
I'm loading it up.
Got Arverni and Bowie again, but look at that. We got an Iceni as well.
Wow. A lot of the Iceni. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting pick.
Very
interesting pick.
Very interesting. A lot of similar factions. So we have the Arverni, the Bowie, Galatia, Massilia, but the two new ones being Egypt and Iceni.
This is a 70-minute battle. Real time.
Oh, wow.
Must have had some lag in it.
I think that is that showing the deployment. Is that deployment time?
I think it shows you like what the actual like play time was, including like, you know, if it was really laggy or something. I'm pretty sure it shows that.
Yeah, I always thought it was like deployment time or something.
I mean, it could be. I could be totally wrong on that.
Yeah.
Vlad, what's up, man? How are you doing? I'm at 6001.
Okay, I'm still loading in. It's kind of
Junior Link fancy supercomputer aren't even in
I
yet.
know. I know.
Well, that was loud.
Yeah, did you hear that? I need to get a new mic arm or something, or oil it up. It's like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Like oil. All right. I did not
Battle
hit pause
2.
right away.
Battle 2.
5950.
All right, 5950.
Oh, we got a long one. This must come down to the wire.
Yep, sure sounds like it, or looks like it, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I mean, looks like pretty much this, like a very similar setup in like where they're attacking. It's just like they shifted the other direction.
Yeah. So if you're just now joining the stream, we have the Rising Kings taking on Carpe Venum.
That's what I thought, Gorm.
The
That's
Rising
what I
Kings
thought.
are now defending. They in the last battle they were attacking. They won. So if the Rising Kings win this match, they will be moving
Battle
on
2.
to the finale to take on Devils in the Night. So very exciting times. All right. I guess the surprise faction here being Iceni, but honestly, Iceni on defense is pretty good.
Yeah, I can
would
see
say.
it. I can see it. Like getting the slingers have some good angles here. This is a good settlement for slinger fire. So that is one bonus.
Yeah, the Iceni just are terrible at attacking because they don't have archers. They have only slingers, which are good once you're in the city.
Where is Vasilia's?
But, it's just archers kind of are better at shooting over walls. And of course, I don't think they can bring tortoises either. So that's why they tend to be more of a defensive faction.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. The attackers have no
Really?
None. So
Wow.
that could be very interesting. Just because of, no tortoises is, makes it very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah. Well, you want to go ahead and get this marathon match started?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
All right. On 1, 3, 2, 1. You're at 5950, right?
Yes, sir. 50,
Okay,
47, 46, 45, 44. Yada.
Perfect. I think I'm like 1 second ahead of you, but that's fine.
Gosh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
This whole day has just been technical difficulties.
I know. I was late to the stream, and then I had technical difficulties.
You know what? That hibachi grill was calling your name, okay?
Yes. In case you didn't know, I was late.
What do you play? Don't see you much on these battles. Which games do you play more?
Food.
That was Japanese food.
Not Chinese. Japanese. My bad. Yeah. Wow. Well, I know I'm the worst. Japanese food.
Now they are going after the corner the corner
so
wall
just
here.
a big bombardment right now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I will say it's kind of
Nothing
cool
too
seeing
crazy.
all the fireballs, but also seeing the little scorpion bolts all go flying at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah. It's epic kind of looking.
Tobias, how's it going?
It looks like a proper siege.
Why do you have some very cool but cringy names? Are you talking about the?
So yeah, they're gonna rely on their
the
artillery
name?
just to
The
destroy the
team
walls. This is a shame, I would say, because tortoises could have done that for you and then used the artillery to kill the infantry inside.
Yeah.
But I guess none of these factions have tortoises.
Nope.
So
The one that always surprises me is the fact that Egypt doesn't.
yeah, I don't know why. Ooh, they got a couple shots ricocheting off and landing enemy infantry.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
You see, Iceni actually has some cav hidden over inside the city on the left, so that'll be interesting to see if they do anything with it.
Ooh.
I played Total
From
War,
their
but didn't
point of
get
view
into the
left or
tourney.
attackers'
Plus,
point of view
wasn't
left?
uploading a lot till now. Also, kind of a serial gamer. What, Gorm?
Where's
Long
the cav?
bombardment. Left side, Iceni, all the way over by Arverni. It's inside the
attackers'
city.
point of view or defenders?
Defender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on the far left. Right up against the wall here. There's a bunch of Celtic warriors from Arverni right next to it.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
It'll be interesting to see
I don't
if
know
they do
why.
anything with it.
I don't know why, but I was expecting them to be under trees or something. But yeah.
Another scorpion.
Yeah, hopefully.
Look at that. Iceni also brought a scorpion, so that's twice we've seen
Very
scorpions
nice.
from defenders. Ever heard of Supreme Republic
Very
of
interesting.
Texas and how they joined the Union out of pity? No, I've never heard of that because that's
And
fake news.
I also see siege towers pushed up over there. I assume they were doing the same strategy.
I think they were trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they got... I guess they must have gotten Bowie eyes. Honestly, I only see one artillery on the walls, so did somebody else bring a ground arty?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention this, guys, but if you look in the description, I have a link to the Carpe Venum. I have, seize the wine. I have a link to their Discord. They're trying to build up a little bit of a Rome2 community, and they want to help out new players into the game. So if you guys want to check that out, look in the description.
Yeah, they're good
Carpe
players. They're
Venum.
definitely good players.
Yeah.
Our first
right,
match
so-
against them was very, very, very close. Very fun.
Yeah, it sounds like there's been a lot of great new players that were actually inspired by the last tournament. Like, that's how new they are. They haven't even been playing for like a year, and they're in it to win it. So
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing
props to
that.
them. Yeah.
It's always nice seeing like fresh faces come in. It keeps things mixed up and kind of changing things around.
Yeah.
This is a long bombardment, man. No wonder this
Yeah.
game is so long.
Yeah, they have not. And that's one thing to consider. The time is against you as the attackers. And I feel like they're wasting too much time.
Bernie.
It's
Oh, that's
been,
right.
what,
You're right.
about
Thank you. Duh.
5 minutes?
I even saw that. Yeah. I mean, yep, right around 5 minutes of just this bombardment phase.
It's not too bad. I've seen worse where players wait like 20 minutes to finally attack.
31 likes out of 45. Thank you
but-
so much,
Yeah,
guys.
they're moving
really
up.
appreciate
and by
that.
the time they actually get to the walls, they'll probably
If
be
you guys
closer
are new
to,
to
like
the channel,
7
don't forget
minutes,
to go
so
and hit that
it's not
subscribe
terrible.
button. I have a lot of videos out there. Not as much as Joe on
So
it,
they're moving
but I
up
do
2
have a lot.
Galatian swords towards those arrow or siege
Jesus,
towers. I
look at
wonder if
this
they're going
gap,
to get on
dude.
them and kind of push and attack the walls. Well, now one's breaking off there.
Like, they're gonna... No, they're not. I always hate that about recording, like, for a battle I haven't watched. I'm just like, and look, I think they're gonna... never mind, I'm just gonna eat my words because they're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Or what you could do. Most of the time I watch battles for
33,
the first
sweet.
time, just have a natural reaction to it. Sometimes, though, you'll see a battle, and then you're like, all right, I'm going to make myself look smart. I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to be like, you know what I think they're going to do? I think they're going to do this.
And then they do it,
because
and you're
I've
like,
already
oh
seen
my
it,
god.
See? I knew it. I knew it. I just, I'm such a pro. I've never seen so much of a wall destroyed in Rome
No,
2.
dude, like...
Look at that.
Usually you see
I've
it with a
never
bunch
seen
of
that.
tortoises, and this is just... Like, did they build
It's
that wall?
weird.
I don't think they did. And
Yeah.
honestly, I think if this position with the artillery could be destroyed, they probably would have destroyed
All right, so
that
Egypt
too.
is attacking the gate right now with the siege towers and a ram.
Yep,
Still nothing yet.
they're starting to push up now.
Yep.
Looks like Egypt brought 2 Cretans and 2 Nubians. Oh wait, no, it is 3 Cretans. Okay, I thought it was 2 Cretans and 2 Nubians, and I was like, really? I want why?
Yeah.
I covered a battle the other day, and one of the guys was Seleucid and brought 4 Persian light archers, and I was like, what? Really? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Guess it is. Oh, hey,
Oh,
they're going to
hey.
sally out on the ramp.
Yep. Going after the Egyptian infantry. Smart.
Yep.
Yeah, when it comes to archers in siege battles, you usually want to bring
38,
the best that you
woohoo!
can.
Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Thank you so much. I thought that Egypt was going to go help that Egyptian infantry, but they're just going to let them die to the Celtic warriors, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think they should just disengage. Yeah.
There you
Look at
go.
it chasing them.
Now you can get a really good
Chasing
flank
them, you
on
can
them.
take advantage of that.
Mhm. He's about to get one of his towers dropped. So I don't know if you know it, but if you engage the unit that's carrying the tower, it will instantly cause the unit to get off of it.
Yeah.
It's super annoying.
Yep. Well, it's smart of them to do that.
I've done it with Cav. I'll take Cav and I'll go, like, if I see like 4 siege towers in a row, I'll just go and I'll charge one, then I'll charge the next one, then I'll charge the next one, and make all of them get off the towers.
Yeah, it's smart. It just slows them down.
Especially, they've already
Massilia,
wasted so much time.
Yeah, for sure. Massilia has a bunch of troops lined up. Celtic warriors. Galatia
A lot of Celtic warriors. So that 4 units of Celtic warriors here. Pedro, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Things are starting to get
same
spicy.
stats, just the armor's poo on 1. Wait, who? Are you talking about between Nubians and Cretans? Yeah, but I mean, I think the nice thing with that is that means the Cretans can tank the shots a little bit better. Ooh, the slingers for the Britain slingers for Mycenae on the right side of the defenders, getting shot from the side angle of Egypt there.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice angle there from Egypt.
That's huge. Killing archers early on like that is huge. He's gonna go ahead and hug the wall here, which will protect him, but he lost
shit.
half of his unit. Yeah.
Hide! Oh, they're still getting, even the way they are, man.
Yeah, they're still getting torn up. They're down to 56. They're breaking now, too. That is not a good sight for the defenders.
I'm trying to think. Oh, never mind. I'm kind of interested. Arverni's. Never mind. I was interested in Arverni where he put his ballista on the far left of the defenders, but apparently Massilia snuck up with his Gallic hunters and burned it.
Oh, really?
So Arverni's already lost his artillery.
Really?
Unshot. Syria and just a shiny Persian.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right, but once again, that means that they can. That means they can. That means that they can tank these shots a lot
Carpe,
more. You know,
Venum.
the light Persian archers just get torn to pieces.
They need a victory here to stay in the tournament, so this has got to be clutch.
A lot of archer fire coming in from Massilia and Galatia.
Lots of archer fire coming down too.
It's funny. I didn't have push to talk on, but I was saying the same thing to the stream right as you said that. This is pro streaming, guys. Pro,
yeah.
I will say, as an attacker, what I like about this position is the archer position. So the nice thing about the way this kind of thrusts out away from the rest of the wall, you can set up archers on either side of this wall, and regardless of which way the defenders defend against you, you can shoot into the back of the other side.
Yeah, and that's why I mentioned too in the last match.
Forget Levy Framing, Club Levy.
This is one of the situations where not holding the wall is okay. Because
I usually still take the archers, man. For me personally,
or even if they're behind the walls firing over them, they're gonna have an angle on you, no matter where. Like you said, no matter where you defend, they'll have an angle on you.
Do we have a fallback?
I think we do. I think they're falling back.
Interesting.
Like, really far.
I'm intrigued.
They are giving up the bulb area. Oh, and here comes some artillery.
Ooh, nice. Nice. That's the perfect time to use it.
Yeah.
He kind of has to, because if you think about it, if he still has ammo, he's about to lose his artillery, because if they fall back out of the range, now you can't shoot anything anymore.
Here we go. Lots of artillery coming in. I'm actually surprised they still have ammo.
I am too, with how much walls they destroyed.
Yeah.
Apollo already did that and killed me. With the club levy?
They're falling back. Egypt is pursuing them like a heat-seeking missile, and there they go. They're going to hit the sword followers, but the sword followers are a little hesitant there.
Yeah. Oh, but now you got backup from the chosen sword. Oh, man, look at that. That far back middle hit of Iceni.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it looks like they're going to hold the same plaza as what the other team last game. You know what I mean? They're holding that big plaza again, same way that the other team did.
Yeah, they just did it much sooner. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they barely put up a fight in this outer area. Barely put up a fight.
I think the big reason for that was the artillery. I think that artillery had such a good angle on what they've got there that they basically said, hey, we have to get out of this area if we're not going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're being stared down
probably.
by 3 artillery pieces.
I mean, but I would assume they're out of ammo.
True,
I can't
that
believe
is
they still
true.
have ammo. I would be so mad right now. I'd be like, how the hell do they have ammo? Look how many walls they destroyed.
There's nothing
It gotta
worse.
be low.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than when you're getting destroyed by like archers or artillery and you're just getting annihilated. You're like, how? Like you've been firing all game. How are you still doing this?
If I had $1 every time I said that. Egypt sent up some Galatian swordsmen kind of by themselves, and now Arverni's flanking around them.
Oh, yep. Wait.
Yeah,
Arverni-
they're gone. It was on the left side, attacker's point of view. They cleaned them up now, but
Oh, okay.
seems
yep,
kind of a
yep,
waste
yep.
to throw away a unit like that.
The 2 chosen sword units did it, right?
The chosen, yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. I did, yes, I did 2 of those, and I
Yeah,
thought
this
they
is
were
the
really cool.
complete
There were some
fallback,
cool
huh?
sally outs in those. I'm glad that people enjoyed them.
I seen him moving up their cav. Artillery coming in.
I wonder what you're gonna do with them.
Well, there's no enemies over on that side yet, or no attackers. Honestly,
They
I
could
would
just
just
be
send him
moving
to
them
a
back
back
a little
gate.
bit. I
I'd send
wonder-
him to the gate back there.
It's not a bad spot, yeah. Back in the back and move outside.
Yeah. It'd take a long time, but it'd be worth it.
That Britain
You can-
slinger somehow survived. Still
Oh
on the
my
walls.
god.
Like, we're still here. We'll fight on.
I can't believe they still have artillery. I
There's
cannot
no-
believe
they're
that.
still shooting.
And this one has 139 kills.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
Massilia.
Wow.
86.
Yeah, I bet the defenders thought they were done. They're like,
Guaranteed.
they're out of ammo.
I
That's
guarantee.
why they're like, yeah. That's what I would think.
You know the one I'd be scared of right now? Galatia's artillery. Look at the angle that
Yeah.
thing has on the defense of what they've got right now.
Yeah, where Iceni is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galatia's
for sure.
artillery, it's got a really good... If it's got ammo, it could do a lot of damage here. Yeah, sally outs are definitely fun. They are a lot of fun. Very, very intense, usually. I do have 2 of them. I've got a part 1 and a part
There's,
2.
really, the only big push right now is in the center.
Yeah, and once again, the attackers, I think, are doing the right thing and kind of, all right, we're in. Let's settle, get everything organized, and push. You know, I see a lot of attackers, they get in like, yeah, we're in, go, 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 you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys,
Yeah, I think
Slow
the
down.
only time to be like that, the go, 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 is if the defenders are just so unorganized and you can cut so many off
Absolutely.
from retreat. But in this case, you know, the defenders were well organized and falling back.
yeah, and I think that's like, I was kind of surprised that Massilia didn't have his cav a little closer to the walls for this situation. Because a lot of times you can sneak that cav in and catch, you know, retreating archers or things like that.
Yeah.
That center
Sure.
does not
No,
look
is
good
that-
for the defenders at the moment.
Oh, look at this. Iceni's moving out their cav through the gate. Or not Iceni. Yeah, no, Iceni.
When the hell did they get back over here?
Did they have 2 units?
I don't think
No.
so.
They pulled a Houdini. I don't-
Apparently. Oh, but why? Because you got Massilian Cav, right? Maybe he's just going to go kill the Galatian Ballista. Yep, look at that.
Little
Galatian
moral
Ballista's got
victory.
ammo. No, it's got ammo.
Oh,
It's got
does
rocks.
it?
Yep, it's got rocks in the
We
ballista
better
right now.
shoot. Just shoot. Fire, fire, fire. Used up that ammo quick.
Massilia is going to be too late to stop it.
They're trying.
What Galatia
I
should
see
do
he was
here
even-
is run it.
Oh no,
Why?
no, they're falling back. They don't want to lose their veteran riders.
I take the artillery, man. If that artillery's got ammo, it should die right now.
It
They're
only has 22 kills. Yeah, yeah, and it
Well.
does have ammo. So
Well, maybe they were just waiting for better spots.
someone paid off those veteran riders. That's what happened.
How about you just walk away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
You want
good,
this
good.
coin purse here? Huh?
Oh
All right, so the fight in the center is getting pretty crazy. Bowie Eye's committing troops to the
lot
center.
of sword followers.
And then also on the right side, we had the Galatians kind of pushing down the road.
Looks like the Egypt's maybe going to start pushing on Arverni, possibly. It's a good matchup. Two very good factions, Egypt and Arverni. Oh, but look at the archers
Yeah.
from Bowie Eye moving over there. They're going to take that archer fight, I bet
yeah. Yeah, they are. They're shifting over. Oh, there's more artillery coming in. Ooh, they're going to have an angle in Massilia.
Yeah, that's... And the, look,
Well-
Iceni's got a great spot for a Scorpion right in the back of that plaza.
Ooh. Egypt's focusing down. Egypt archers have pushed back the Bowie Eye archers.
Oh, man, he lost what looks like probably 20 men there, and that one just broke.
Yeah.
I think the defenders at this battle are a bunch of cowards, already falling back. But, honestly, they didn't fall back. It's not like they fell back to the keep. They just gave up some ground to consolidate their forces. I personally don't see an issue yet. Had they fallen everything back to the keep, or to the central point there, I think that is cheesy.
But yeah. Also, I noticed that Egypt has Sobek cultists, which is
Yeah.
always awesome to see.
Get some fear
done.
on some of these guys.
Yeah. I mean, you got to feel bad for the crocodiles, but
There's
It
a
is what
lot
it
of
is.
them, okay?
yeah. At this time, I'm sure. I'm sure they're
I don't
like
know if they
rats.
made
They're
the
like,
same
"Dang it,
mistake,
it's out
honestly.
chilling
There's
at
no rule
the-
of number of
the
units
Nile
falling back in
River,
this
and
tourney, so with the amount of breaches on the
crocodile
wall, it's a
came out
good
of
idea.
nowhere and-
I agree. Like
Yeah.
you're basically just consolidating your forces down into this area here. Yeah, right now right now it's so even. You know what I mean? Right now it's
Yeah.
really hard to call who's got an edge. I think that the defenders made a really good move at falling back to where they did. You're giving up ground that's kind of useless. At that point, that ground is no longer useful, so why defend it?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's smart. And it's not...
150 on the
Thankfully
Egyptian
for them, this
ballista.
isn't Attila. The attackers can't burn down these buildings and affect the morale. So
Swamp people,
giving
the
up
units.
ground is not always bad in Rome 2. And I think they made the right call here.
Somebody in the chat about the Sobek cultist said, "Swamp people, the unit." The show Swamp People.
Yeah.
Those are alligators, not crocodiles. Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference, right?
Britain Slingers just got shattered in the center there. I'm not really sure why they were moving up. Like one unit, and there's 3 Syrian archers from Galatia sitting right there. I think that was kind of a waste of a slinger unit right there. Only 15 kills.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's honestly where I would say the attackers have the edge. I think they're dominating the battlefield in terms of skirmish superiority. Every time there's skirmishing going on, it looks like the attackers are winning.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking, 10 archers for the attackers? You got 4 from Egypt, 3 from Galatia, and 3 from Massilia. So, talking 10 archers, and then for the defenders, you got 4 for Arverni, 4 Celtic bows, so they're not the greatest archer, and then slingers. So, you're definitely outmatched in the archer category. There's no...
Yeah. Well, not only
lots
not
of hidden
only
units.
only
Definitely
with
lots of
skill, but
hidden
also,
units.
Britain has lost.
There's no limit
I
of
see
units
it
on the
lost
victory point. Why not
one
put all the
slinger
units
unit
on,
so far, I think.
on it?
And
in
they have
this
another
map?
one here that's down to half
Because it's very,
strength.
very condensed
So
and
it's
very
just,
exposed to archer fire.
It seems like they're losing the skirmish battle.
Yeah, and I think the defenders are... So somebody asked, like, why not fall all the way back to the keep at this point? And my thoughts on it is, it's because of the archer, the attackers having the archer superiority. Because even though that keep is defender, like, is really defensive, it's extremely exposed to archer fire. The attackers can set up archers all over the place to hit it, and so the archer, they would lose it. You know, they have to keep the archers spread out.
No, I agree completely with that, because that's why I usually never go back to the final stand.
So I'm not using a unit mod or a skin mod for this one. The unit I usually do is Ancient
and there's nowhere to go.
Empires.
You're all, grouped up in this tiny area. Archers are going to rain hell on you.
No, you're absolutely right, Pat.
It's going to be tough. And yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the attackers to exhaust their archer ammo. So when they do fall back to the final stand, the archers aren't going to be as much of a problem.
Yeah, I agree with that. I completely agree there.
Also, you've got the small victory points that affects morale. You know, those do add up.
Yep. And I don't like at the area that they're at. There's none that they've lost. So they're not losing ground that's important right now, because in reality it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not affecting them. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's like, why defend something that is no longer beneficial? You know.
Right.
And like, you know, I once again, I appreciate that once again they did not just like, yeah, we're just going to go all the way back to the point now. You know, they said we're going to defend here because it is still a beneficial spot, but it's not super cheesy.
Well, I mean, it's not good to fall back like that. You know, why every time we show battles with really good players, how many times did they fall back all the way to the last stand with their full army?
Almost never.
Almost never. Yeah, it's because it's bad. You shouldn't do it. There's a lot of kill potential out here. You know, you want to try to, because sieges are always a battle of attrition, and you never want the attackers with fresh troops, full ammo, pushing on the last stand. No, it's just not good.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. You know, and also, like, could you imagine trying to cram all three of these armies into that area there by the point?
Yeah.
He'd be blobbed on top of each other.
Yeah. And your cav can do nothing. You know, there's nowhere for the cav to go. The archers are going to have to fight for space up here to fire. It would be a disaster. Yeah. And, you know, that goes all the way back to Medieval 2 days, where so many times, especially in Medieval 2, you had those fortresses that were multi-layered. People would just go all the way to the back, you know, and just sit there. It's like, what's the point of having multiple layers if you're not going to defend it? You might as well just have one layer and just hold that.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's so important. I think that's just a new player mistake. They just feel safer and like oh,
we're just
gonna less I have to manage. Huh. Yeah. It's like, oh, what's that? Enemy archers getting on the walls and firing down on us? Oh boy.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Got some Egyptian stuff pushing left.
Yeah, Egyptians are pushing against the Arverni. And Arverni's kind of, you know, out here by himself on this flank, trying to hold it. It's actually a really good position. I mean, it's 2 points he has to worry about.
Yeah.
He's got an arrow tower supporting him as well. It's actually a really good spot.
Do they not have any? Okay. I was wondering, like, I was looking, I didn't see any Galatian Royal Guard for Egypt, but now I see it back by the gate here. Because I was about to be like, man, like, they didn't bring Galatian Royal Guard. They're going to have a rough day here.
Yeah. Yeah,
41 likes and 41 viewers. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate everybody coming out and joining me and Apollo doing this battle. Super fun. This is battle number 2.
There's a little gap in the defense in the center. You see that?
Right in.
On the right side?
Oh, yes, it is. By the or the thorax sword.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
surprised. I love those opportunities because I'll form a thin column and march through it. But maybe the attackers just didn't see that.
We call it greasing through.
Yeah.
You know, pour some
Greasing
grease on
through.
yourself and whoop.
Some lube.
You got it. You know the type.
Yeah. So we got more troops charging in to reinforce from Iceni and Boei.
Archers from Egypt are now set up over here, starting to shoot into the Celtic bows from Boei. Our Verney might be able to start getting a shot on them, but it's going to be a tough angle.
Yeah, those Cretan archers are nasty.
Yeah, they're very, very good. You know, they got that 40 missile damage, which is, whew.
Yeah.
Came to
Yeah,
see
it's
me?
gonna
Thank
hurt.
you. Thank you so much.
But they are getting shot
I
at.
love it. Thanks, guys.
They are getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that's kind of the downside of the Cretans, is their armor isn't quite as good as something like a Syrian. You know, Syrians have 40 armor, the Cretans only have the 30, so you kind of lose a little bit there. But then the Cretans get the increased damage, so it's kind of a give or take type deal.
Yeah, situation.
One of my favorite archers is actually the Chimerian heavy archers, because they get the armor of the Syrians, but they get the damage of the Cretans, and so they're just disgusting. They're very good.
Yeah.
Nice little push here in the center by Massilia. You know, Massilia and Egypt pushing that center, and there's not much of Boei standing there to stop them.
Well, they keep sending in more and more reinforcements. Again, the Rising Kings, I keep seeing this, but I feel like they're sending in more than
Go-to
they
move
should.
column formation, yes.
And this would be a good opportunity for archers to kind of fire in the back of that blob. And also you got what are these? Thorax swordsmen using their javies?
Yep.
Chewing up the flank there? That's huge. That's giving them a lot of kills.
You know,
Right,
this
35
is
kills.
This is what we were talking about in the first battle, where Boei had thrown 4 units into a combat where you really only needed 2. The Massilians are not doing that. You know, they've got the units in combat, but they put the extra units behind it so that, you know, you're not tiring yourself out. So nicely done there by Massilia.
And with the Javi support.
Oh, yeah.
Both those units, look at this. Those 2 reserve units, 59 kills and 38 kills, and barely have seen any close combat.
Like, the one with
that's how
60
you rack up
kills
those kills.
only has 12 lost. So, like, you got to think probably half of those kills are from those Javies, like you said. Like, that's really good.
Yeah.
And honestly, Javies
That's
are
one
the
thing-
perfect thing to use against Boei. Your Javies are your armor piercing. So Boei's got that 75 armor. Those Javies just eat through it, you know.
And that Javi management will basically
no
it'll
Tocam
make you a good player
ever.
to an amazing player. If
But
you're really good with your Javies, it's like having an extra, extra unit with you. When you throw those Javies from a distance and you
webcam,
kill a ton of them,
my stream camera,
you rack
is
up some
ordered
major kills.
and on its way. So that is official. It is on its way. It's going to be a
Egypt still
couple
pushing
weeks.
against our Verney.
Good push. It's a good push. Our Verney does not have much here.
It's looking pretty good for the attackers.
Yeah, I
they
like
still
this
have a
push.
lot of units. Yeah. They're a little slow, a little hesitant on the right flank against the Iceni over there.
I see that
But
Egypt
they-
is making the blob mistake again, right on that wall by our Verney's gen.
Yeah.
He's got the
Yeah, that
Galatian road
third
guard
unit.
that can't get in.
There's just no use. You know what he should have done? Just send a unit up on the wall. He's got a
Yeah,
unit on
yeah.
the wall as we speak. Just
Send
send
it
him down.
that
He can
wall,
flank
yeah,
behind
absolutely.
the general.
That'd be a good move. That would be a really good move. Like, I would assume that our Verney
Maybe
would
he
see
was
it.
going to do that and he's microing elsewhere. He just kind
Maybe.
of forgot to move him.
Yeah, I could see, like, Iceni might put a unit there, right? To, like, you know, if he sees it moving, he might put a unit there. But even then, now you've committed a unit away from your actual push. So even that is beneficial, you know.
Yeah.
One thing that I like to do that I notice a lot of people don't do very well is I like to cycle my unit. So I'll send in something cheap like a Galatian sword, and I'll go engage the enemy with the Galatian sword, right? But right behind that Galatian sword, I'll have something like a thorax or a Galatian Royal Guard, something of the sort, coming up behind it. And after that Galatian sword has engaged, I will actually, at the same time, I'll pull out, so I'll click the Galatian sword out of combat, while at the same time charging the Galatian Royal Guard into combat. Because it allows the cheaper unit to soak up the ammo of the enemy, but it also prevents and it also allows your tougher unit to actually get a clean charge on the enemy.
Right.
And it's something, and then not only that, it keeps your troops fresh. You know, cycling those units out like that will keep your troops a little fresher than they would have been. Hey Kareem, what's going on?
One thing I wish Rome2 had better mechanics for is the cycling of troops in and out.
If this goes to land battle and winner chooses to attack, I'm going to snap my
that
javelin.
was like their specialty. You know, that's how they kept their front lines fresh. So
no,
you gotta get creative with it.
Like, I will say, like, historically, it's a little unrealistic that every single, you know, like, so many units have jabbies and stuff like that. But in this game, jabbies are god. Like, units that don't have jabbies in this game are so underpowered. You know, two equally powered
like
units.
They're naked.
Yeah,
know? It's
absolutely.
just like you got to be really careful with them because you go toe to toe with another infantry that has jabbies. Well, they're gonna throw a couple volleys into you. Now you're down by like
Egypt's general
20%
is a carrying
what
axe.
you had, you know.
Right. Yeah. It's just interesting, you know, because there's a lot of units in the game that would be a lot better if they just had javelins, you know. But yeah, you know, if you have two evenly matched units charging into each other and one has jabbies and one doesn't, if the one that has jabbies gets his javvy toss, they will win, you know, at least in a 1v1 without support, you know. Because you're talking, you know, an immediate like 10 kills just from that javvy toss.
Yeah, for sure. And over on the Arverni side in Egypt,
106
speaking
kills
of
there.
cycling, they actually did some Arverni did some cycling. They had their general in the fight, cycled them out, and put in some
cries and hoplites.
So he's doing everything he can to tire out the Egyptians.
Yeah, good switch there. Good switch.
Yeah.
You know, the gen was down to 106 men, and so I think that was a good idea to get him out of that combat.
Yeah.
Got 106 men and 106 kills, so he is even.
1 kill for every man. And Arverni is actually pushing her on the flank. You see this? They're going down the road. Bowiai's helping them out. Egypt now is kind of
that's all they've got there. 43 people watching Pixelated Apollo's stream. 970. I'm sorry, like, I don't have that many people. Smelly? Now he's pulling back. I wonder if maybe the archer fire pushed him back, maybe.
Yeah, I think the archer scared him off. Yeah.
It's a good push, though. Like, that's a very, very small unit of thorax sword stopping him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Sobex.
Oh, are they going in?
I think they're just going, trying to break this unit.
Trying to scare them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Arverni, like, has a perfect opportunity to come and annihilate those Sobex with his archers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Bowiai's going to do it.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yep.
There they go.
I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing better than watching just a mass volley of arrows coming in on a unit and just watching them drop.
Yeah. They're dodging it. Look at they're trying to dodge the arrows a little bit.
Just imagine like, ooh, wah, hee, ha, ooh, wah, ah. Can't hit me. Ah.
Duck, dive, dodge.
Duck? I think? I don't know.
Duck. Dodge, duck. Yeah. I don't remember.
I think it's dodge, dive, duck, something dodge. He says dodge twice. This is like half Rome2 and half movie quotes.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think
But they keep the Sobex alive, and
Yep.
the archers are now. In fact, well, Egypt's kind of falling back. Arverni's not going to pursue him, though.
they're gonna do thorax sword.
And again,
it's
Egypt
coming around
throwing in
here.
3 units there
Maybe coming in over here. I'm not
against
sure.
Arverni on that wall flank.
I think he's just trying to put like a mass into that. You know, use the mass to kind of get into there. But I would just keep one of these units. I'd let the Galatian Royal Guard just do their work. You know. Now they got their headhunt on it, but like once again, their Galatian Royal Guard is only half in combat, so the headhunt is only going to be partially effective.
Right.
Well, Smelly, why don't you go over there to his and tell all of them to come to mine?
Cilia still pushing
what I mean?
hard in the center.
The ballistas.
More and more troops keep coming in.
99,
Defenders not willing to give up the
86,
spot.
and I believe it was like 150 on Egypt's.
And Iceni's still over on their side. That would be the right flank from the attacker's point of view. It's still nothing.
Yeah, they're just sitting here pretty.
Okay, we're gonna do our nails.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I mean, it's a good spot, you know. That's where I would want to be, just sitting there doing nothing.
There's so many good players and limit on number of
I don't
pike,
know.
pike
I mean,
units we've seen. Limited impact.
it's hard to tell,
Spikes
but
or pikes?
Seems like
Pikes.
the
There we
defenders
go.
are starting to run out of troops.
I can
like
what I
Rising
want about
Kings are
Ellington
running out of
because this is
troops.
American. I have the right
By the
to
way, if
speak.
you're just now joining the stream, this is the second matchup between Rising Kings and Carpe.
Chosen sword,
Carpe Venum. In the first matchup, Rising Kings took the victory as the attackers. Now, if the Rising Kings win this one as the defenders, they'll be moving on to the finale.
Oh,
to
the
take on
Scorpion.
Devils in
Okay.
the dark.
Scorpion. Oh,
Or
dude.
Devils
Look
in the
at
night. Devils in the night.
look at Iceni's Scorpion. It's in the center plaza.
Oh yeah. It's
191 kills. That angle
Whoa.
is fantastic, dude.
all right. We get to see a lot of Scorpions because it's the artillery you're allowed to bring into the
Just a
matches.
beautiful, beautiful angle right there.
Are they going for the mercenary Syrian archers? Doesn't look like it. That'd be
I
a good
don't. Is it
target
firing
there.
still? It's not firing at the moment. He might be out of ammo, but I don't think he is.
Doesn't look like it. This got guys ready to like launch.
It looks like they're
another
ready.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's probably just holding, waiting for a better mass. Because, like, that Scorpion bolt will go through, like, 3 guys. So if you have a mass of people, it just does outrageous damage. This has been interesting. We've seen a lot of Scorpions in this tournament ever since the rule was made about the interior artillery. And it's been really cool to see. I've been really happy to see that the rules that we put in did what we wanted them to do in shifting a little bit, you know, making the tournament a little more difficult in the way of like, hey, these are the things we always do. Well, guess what? For now, we can't do that. Why? Because we want this to be a high skill tournament and we want things to, you know, we want it to be a player versus player type deal. And, you know, I know that's something you stressed, and I think we accomplished that.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's never going to be perfect because Rome2 is far from being a perfect game.
Far.
You know, but I think from what we've done in terms of
I think he's
rules
shooting, Tad. I
and
think
what,
he's shooting
you know,
back
you guys,
behind.
I mean, honestly, you
I don't
guys
think
were the
he's
ones
shooting
working hard
into
on the
this,
rules.
but I
mean,
think
I
he's
just came
shooting
in
behind
occasionally. It's like,
this.
I like that or I don't like that or whatever. But, you know, you guys did a great job of making it fair and interesting. And, yeah, I think it was a great tournament so far.
Galatia on the far, or I mean, Arverni's falling back. They broke against Egypt there.
That is not good.
I'm intrigued.
And all that's really over here are archers.
Yeah, they've got the Gen and then the Celtic Warrior, but yeah, tiny little units here.
Okay, so here's the thing. Attackers doing great here, doing great, but they've got to
Nice
be
push
aware
here.
of the time. They're down to 17 minutes.
45 likes.
gotta
Thank
hurry
you.
I know
Dodge,
17
dip,
sounds
duck,
like a lot.
dive, and dodge.
Rome
Okay.
2, it's a grind, you know, and time will slip away very quickly.
Dude, I've done that before where you're like, man, this is going really well. Haha. Wait, what? Where's the time?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Massilian Cav
yeah.
left, coming in on the left of the defenders.
Ooh. Where's that Iceni Cav? Did they fall that back? Oh yeah, they fell back.
Yeah, he's going back. I think they're going back to the point right now. I think that's
Yeah.
a smart move. I think the ballistas or the Scorpion's out of ammo. I bet you because they're not moving it. Or it could be trying to like finish off like its ammo before it goes or something.
Oh, I see. They're gonna basically suicide like
Still 18
hold their
minutes.
ground,
Yep.
waste all the
Still
ammo
18 minutes.
and kind of fight as they charge forward. I get that's a pretty good idea. Oh wait, no, they're falling back.
Run away!
Like,
Pick him up and go!
The Massilian wave of units is about to storm in.
Like, you know, if some of this infantry would just help us carry this would go a lot faster, okay? I don't know if they're gonna get it, man.
It will be close.
Because is Egypt going up the ramp? No, so they might be able to get away just because Egypt is not going up that central ramp right there.
They're gonna have to send a unit back, that's for sure.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a scorpion bolt.
That artillery to die.
So Chad informed me it is dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball.
There you go. Thank you, chat.
Then if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a scorpion bolt.
Yeah.
No, it's gone.
I don't think that's true. Yeah, it's
I think
gone.
it goes a little faster.
Yeah, a little faster, a little harder to see.
You know, I'll take 191 kills on the scorpion, though, personally.
Oh, yeah. He's got his money. It depends what he killed, too. But, yeah.
He got one
I'd say
chevron
it's
out of
worth
it. So, like, one chevron, he got at least semi-decent kills with it. Like, decent quality.
Mhm.
That's one handy way you look at the, you know, with the better chevrons, it'll, you know, you can see, oh, hey, this actually killed good things.
Yeah, yeah.
Basilius Cav
Right.
is kind of pushing forward. I think he's just trying to find, you know, see if he can catch anything running away.
This is
How many
gonna come down to the
wins by
wire.
timeout have there been in this
If you look at the
tourney?
balance of power,
Honestly,
the
not that
attackers
many. There have been a couple,
the
but not
edge.
that many.
They have more troops. They have better troops. But can they break through the lines before the time is out? And it's tough to say because this is such a tough position to slice through quickly.
You know, the defenders do not have much quality left. So,
Yeah.
like, they don't have much in the way. Like, their only Oathsworn left is Arverni's Gen.
They got heroic nobles.
Yep.
Yeah.
One unit, I think, right?
Yeah, and Bowie has Oathsworn as well.
Where did I miss
It's going to come
his?
down to... It's right on the point near the flag.
Oh,
in the
yep,
temple.
thank you.
Yeah,
2 is
it's
Gen, yeah.
It's probably, I mean... There's 2 ways to get up to that temple.
Yep.
But they could easily hold it with their generals.
Looks like they're going to try and hold the kind of the lower plaza here with the 2 points. Iceni's Cav is up on the hill on the far side. The big hill of the city.
Oh, yeah, and it's hidden. It's
It's
hidden.
just sitting there. Sneaky, sneaky. Ammo, let's
Will
see.
be exciting to see if they actually move them out.
I
And
would
the
say
attackers,
yes.
They need
I would
to
say
see
yes,
where
they
the
do have ammo
Massilian Cav is. They got
yeah,
to
I do.
dismount and capture that. That will give a morale boost to your. I mean, neutralizing it is good too because it takes away the defender's morale boost, but still.
Looks like they're just moving
Get it.
out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe scouting a little bit, see what's defending what. I'm not sure.
Celtic warriors charging in. The assault of this last stand area is underway.
Now for wrath, now for ruin. For hailing us. There's no cap charge, so I guess that doesn't really make sense, but
No,
it's
they
fine.
dismounted, charged.
It's still epic.
Yes. One of the best movie scenes ever.
Dude, it's so fantastic. I don't know which one I like more, that one or the Ride of the Rohirrim speech from Return of the King. That one every time just gives me shivers.
Oh, you mean like right before they charge in and Pelennor
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always, man, a little teardrop comes out every time.
It gets
every
you,
time,
dude.
You know?
Because it's like they
Especially
know
when-
they're gonna die.
When Eowyn and Mary are both there too, when they shouldn't be, and they're like terrified, and she's like, "Courage, Mary."
Courage,
You
Mary.
know, it's like, oh my, but your friends. You know, it's like, damn it,
Courage for your friends.
stop it.
Like even now, just thinking about it, just shivers.
Yeah, it's a great scene. One of the best movies ever. Anyways, back to this battle. They're doing a good. Look at they're counter pushing. It almost looks like
Yeah.
the defenders. They're just wasting time. Wasting time.
literally.
At this point.
They're just like, hey, come through here. You're gonna kill all this stuff, but can you do it fast enough?
Yeah. Trying to make them
yes,
waste time.
Iceni has his cav all the way over here. I said that one too.
Counter
but
pushing
you
on
might
the
have
other
missed that
side
one.
too.
Yeah,
You got a
yeah.
small force kind of going the far flank. Yeah.
Egypt with the
Egypt.
Galatian Royal Guard and Thorax sword. The sword
What you
band's not
gotta
gonna
do-
last too long there.
No, and you got to do that to spread out the defenders a little thinner, so you can hopefully punch a hole through somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just
10 minutes.
10 minutes for them to grind through some pretty solid units. You know, sword followers are not a unit that just dies.
No, yeah. And
Wonder-
let's not forget they've got a lot of archers left.
Yes. Somebody asked me about that, and they've got a lot of ammo. I mean, the Celtic bows have almost no kills. So, like, you're talking they probably at least have half ammo, if not more than that. It would take that unit of troops on the right, force that cav to engage, and use their hidden cav to charge the flank. Yeah, I mean, you definitely could. You could push this.
Balance of power is
and then
looking worse and worse for the defenders.
you could push this and then push down the hill
Time is
here.
looking bad for the attackers.
The one
it's going to be a
worry
close
would
one.
be this coming up here, but right now you could do it. I wonder what they're going to do with that cav. I wonder if they're just going to hold on to it for now, or like there's some interesting places they might be able to get in here.
Yeah, I think the cav is just kind of waiting for the infantry to break through Iceni, and they're just going to pour in.
Yeah, they might.
Oh, are you talking about the Iceni cav?
Yeah, Iceni's.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
No, you're
Probably
good, Mango.
go-
Welcome back, buddy. How you doing?
I don't know. Maybe they should wait with the Iceni cav, even like when they break through the initial defense here.
Yeah, I mean, they can. They definitely can. Got archer fire
Make the
coming from
attackers-
Nubian bows onto the Iceni Gen in the back. Iceni's still not bringing his cav. Did he
Oh,
forget? I
that's
think
good.
he's
That's a
saving.
good
I think he's
target.
holding on to it. That's
Killed one of them.
Sword band. I mean, you're talking 75 armor for the heroic nobles, but he might be going for the sword band. They only have 45. The attackers are just running out of time right now. You know, and honestly, like I think if Bowie put his Oathsworn into combat right now, they could do so much damage here. They've got one, I guess. They've got one in combat there on the right side.
Yeah.
But I think once again, like I don't see. Look where they're. If you zoom in a little bit, like you can see that the Iceni Levy Freeman is the one in combat right now, and the Oathsworn is not. So the Oathsworn right now, once again, used to headhunt, but he's not even really in combat. So half of his unit's kind of just headhunting the air.
Yeah.
Where's Smelly,
yeah.
Jeffrey, and Roy? Royal was here. I haven't seen Jeffrey, and
Not
Smelly was
good.
just here recently as well. He might be
I'm seeing
switching between
Galatia
Apollos
finally
and mine.
push up some Galatian legionaries. Probably should have moved them up a little bit sooner. I think he's
I
doing
agree
okay
with
though.
that.
He's still fine, but still, just out of practice, he should have just had him up there ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Egypt, yep. Egypt's pushing.
Pushing the right side, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed a couple different people for Egypt. They bring that carry and axeman general. And I never know how I feel about it. Like, it does save you a lot of money, but it's also... It's a pretty weak general unit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, which are getting shot down right now by the defenders. I'm not a fan. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I don't like it.
I think I personally would rather have the Royal Peltis or the Silver or the Royal Thorax.
Same. Yeah, I like my general being
Keep chatting
tanky
on the stream, and you will get to know all.
It's good practice.
45
like,
people.
You keep your general alive. It kind of teaches you to keep your elites in reserve.
Thanks so much, Archer. I am doing really well. Thanks so much. How are you?
Yeah. And it looks like the attackers are close to breaking through.
Yeah.
On the right.
Against Boei or against Egypt or Egypt. You're talking Iceni in Egypt? Is that what you're looking at?
Galatia on the right.
Okay, yeah,
from the attacker's point of view. Oh, and someone asked, not being racist, but why are the Egyptian troops white? Well, at the time of this, Egypt was actually heavily Greek, so they had a lot of Greek influence, and I mean Cleopatra was half Greek, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she was from the Ptolemaic line. I believe she was the last of the line of Ptolemy, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Yeah, because like I mean, you're talking. This is your time of the Diadochi, which are the successor states for Alexander the Great. So you've got Ptolemy here in Egypt. You've got Seleucid, obviously, in Seleucid. You've got oh my gosh, I can't even think who went back to Macedon. But yeah, so like you're right. It's very, very heavily Greek at the time. The fake pharaohs, as they're called.
The Egyptians loved Alexander. I mean, that's why Alexandria exists. You know, like
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like Alexander. I think gets a lot of credit for his general capabilities, but does not get very much credit for just like, you know, everybody knows him as the conqueror, but nobody knows him as the guy who said, "Hey, I just want everybody to be happy." Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of his troops gave him crap for that. You know?
Yep. I mean, that's what is
treating these barbarians with respect.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
I mean, he had multiple mutinies from that, and what the other amazing part is, he had multiple mutinies, but still was able to like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry. Please be my friend." And they were like, "Okay, we love you." Was that a bit of a pull through there by? Oh, wait, no. Yeah. There's a little bit of a pull through there by Galatia right there.
Okay.
The Galatian
if we
swords.
Look back, they're still holding on to that flank. There's 4 minutes left. They're starting to run out of time. Where did that Iceni camp go?
All the way in the back. I think Basilius tried to chase it down.
They probably spotted it.
You go kill that cavalry, but sir, really? Yes, chase them.
Yeah, they just need a breakthrough somewhere. This is like, it's all in right here. It is all in.
Yeah, I would say the best
right
push I
flank
see is
looking the
Egypt.
best.
Egypt looks really good against Iceni right now.
Well, on the right too, where Galatia. Well, it's okay. Well, our Bernie's coming in to reinforce it.
Yeah, I mean, all there is, you're right. I mean, all there is the Boei units. One of them is the Oathsworn. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it's taken Boei this long to pull his general up. I mean, like, he could do a lot of damage in this combat right now. Especially with things getting really, really thin. Yes, Opus was one. Oh, Massilia's gonna catch the cav. Got a countercharge by the Iceni cavalry.
Oh yeah, there you go. Someone in my chat was saying Achilles got his name from his Achilles getting slashed. That had to hurt so bad.
Pretty sure it's the other way around.
That's not quite how that happened. Yeah. We got the name for the tendon.
I have not
because,
read it.
You know, from Achilles getting shot in the tendon or sliced in the tendon.
Do you think with
Maybe he was
Troy,
joking.
is there going to be like there's no way they don't put something like that in there, right? Like,
I have no idea.
I don't even know
man.
what you do. Like,
yeah. I don't think so. No.
He's not using it for anything. Right now, he's kind of dying. He's
But
exhausted.
it's down to
unit
2
losing.
minutes. I don't know. They
think
need like a chain route to win.
Yeah, that's their only chance at this point. Because honestly, you get to, I believe it's 90 seconds, and the only way you can win at 90 seconds for the attacker is a chain route. Because you need you need 90 seconds to capture the victory point. So, you know, if you hit like under 190 seconds, I think it is. Sorry. So at this point, I think their only opportunity is they have to kill or break everything.
Yeah. They got to kill some generals or something to cause mass break.
Battle rhythm. So I mean, Boei's got in now. What's up?
The big break from Galatia. That is not good to see.
Casualties sustained. So Boei lost all of his archers on the cliff on the left.
Oh,
just a massive green bodies. Troy is going to be pretty much roamed. I don't know, because I just don't know if it's going to be very good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited. I want it to be.
At this point, I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, I think it's GG. 45 seconds.
Wow.
There's too much left. Especially you got multiple gens left here. Or actually, is it just Boei's gen? No, you got Icini's as well. Yeah, but I think that's GG.
The Chad generals holding the line. Yeah, that's GG. So Rising, okay, two game matchup. Rising Kings will be moving on to the finale.
Mussolini has some good speeches you can read. Not good, but you know.
In the next 17 seconds.
Yep, attackers are out.
Which
this
you
is
never
Rising
know. Crazy
Kings.
things happen, but it's not looking like it. So the finale, guys, is going to be the Rising Kings versus the Devils in the Night. It's going to be on Saturday, and there it is. That is the victory. It's going to be on Saturday at 11 a.m. So it's a little early in the morning, so make sure you free up some space.
Seems to be
watch the epic finale.
Unfortunately, I will not be. I will be
at
work that
the
day.
Attackers did well.
Apollo asked if I wanted to, but yeah, I've actually got work that day, unfortunately.
Be a bit more aggressive. Time.
Yeah.
Be a more, worry about time a little bit more, and they probably could have won that one because it was not close in terms of numbers. The defenders would have lost if this was an unlimited time battle.
Yeah, I think they just let the time get away from them, unfortunately. I think, that massive artillery barrage at the beginning, it got them a lot of breaches, but in the end, the breaches really didn't help them that much.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't even seem like the the defenders were going to hold. So they were probably laughing in their heads, yeah, keep firing that artillery. We're just gonna fall back anyways,
joke's on you.
Yeah, we're not even gonna hold here.
So it looks like most kills we got. Agent Panda is Egypt, 2,467 kills.
Wow, Egypt
nicely
did
done.
Really good there.
246 on the Galatian Royal Guard.
Also, Massilia right behind him, with 2,400. So they got the kills. It all came down to time, unfortunately. So good job for Rising Kings. Certainly rising to the finale. This is going to be quite the matchup. I'm really excited for it. So remember, guys, Saturday, 11 a.m. is going to be the finale. Ellington, thank you so much for joining me for this semi-finale. If you guys haven't seen his channel, it's linked down in the video description, or it will be soon. So look out for that. I don't know if I might have missed it there, but
might be. I don't know.
Check out Ellington. It will be. check out his channel, and yeah, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, GG. Thanks so much for having me. Thanks for letting me hop in here and do this with you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was great fun. It's great
First
fun.
time I've ever done like
Definitely-
a dual stream like this, so it was very, very cool to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely helps. So helps my vocal cords to have someone else, talk about the battle every once in a while, so I can just listen.
I learned very quickly the keep a drink around while you're recording.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for these Rome2 siege battles, they are long ones.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, chat, for watching. Thank you, Ellington. Thank you to all the teams, everyone who participated. It's been a good tournament, but it comes to the close on Saturday. We will have our champion. Exciting times, and I'll see you guys then.
All right, Apollo, thanks so much.
All right, man.
All right, guys, thanks so much for coming by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. We had a blast. This was super fun to do. Just a very, very fun thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, go hit that like button. And, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and go check out. I've got a couple playlists. I've got the playlist for the GCSL battles that I have done so far. That is in on my channel. And then also, don't forget to check out Joe On It. He has been doing a lot
All right,
of the
my stream
GCSL
off.
ones.